Breaking free from useless money and real estate phrases after 50. This is part of the Breaking Free series by Real50Plus. In this video, we will cover why the words we carry matter. This video is part of the Breaking Free series, where we uncover the hidden barriers holding people over 50 back from building wealth and show you how to step into clarity, confidence, and action. In these lessons, we're focusing on something deceptively simple, but profoundly powerful. The phrases we repeat about money and real estate. Maybe you've said them yourself. Debt is always dangerous. I'm too old to start now. Real estate is risky business. I'm not a numbers person. These phrases may feel harmless, but they shape your beliefs, your decisions, and ultimately your results. Just like in our other articles, Breaking Free from Doubt and Breaking Free from Procrastination, the 50-plus Dreamer's Guide to Real Estate Investing. We're going to break those chains and replace them with language that sets you free. A story to begin. I'll never forget a conversation I had with David, 56 years old, over coffee. He looked down at his cup and said, "Russell, it's too late for me. Real estate, that's for younger folks." That was the moment I realized useless phrases aren't just words. They're walls, and walls can be torn down. The bigger picture, why words really matter after 50. When you zoom out, those useless phrases aren't just little sayings. They're anchors that have been dragging behind you for decades. Every time you've said, "I'm not good with money," or "it's too late," it hasn't just shaped your thoughts, it's shaped your opportunities. How many deals were passed up because you believed you weren't ready? How many conversations with lenders or brokers ended before they began because you thought, "They'll never take me seriously"? How many years slipped by while you convinced yourself you didn't have time? That's the real cost of these phrases. Not the words themselves, but the doors they kept closed. And just like we explored in Breaking Free from Doubt and Breaking Free from Procrastination, your words are the starting point of your new story. Language as legacy. At 50-plus, your words don't just shape your future. They ripple into the lives of your children, grandchildren, and community. When you say, "I'll never catch up," your family learns defeat. When you say, "I'm too old," they learn limitation. But when you shift and say, "Now is my time," they learn resilience. When you declare, "I use systems to create wealth," they learn possibility. Your new language becomes your family's inheritance, the identity shift. Language doesn't just describe who you are, it creates who you are. The person who says, "I'm unlucky," becomes passive. The person who says, "I create consistency," becomes powerful. Your story is written with your words. And when you change your words, you change your story. From limiting words to liberating action. Every phrase is either a barrier or a bridge. When you replace barriers with bridges, you move from fear to analysis, excuses to action, isolation to partnerships, waiting to building. This is the heartbeat of the Breaking Free series, taking what once held you back and turning it into the exact force that pushes you forward. The Real 50-plus advantage. Here's why this matters so much now. At 50-plus, you already know the sting of missed opportunities. That makes your words even more critical. Every word you speak from here forward can either stall your second act or accelerate it. By breaking free from useless phrases, you're not just correcting your language. You're opening the doors to your future and showing the next generation that it's never too late. Final reflection. Your language is your leverage. The words you speak create your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your decisions, and your decisions determine your future. So ask yourself right now, which useless phrase has held me back the longest? What empowering phrase will I replace it with? What action will I tie to that phrase today? Because your legacy doesn't start with a property. It doesn't start with a bank loan. It doesn't even start with a contract. It starts with your words. For powerful and informative next steps, watch the Breaking Free series. This video is just one part of the Breaking Free series. Breaking free from useless money and real estate phrases is this video. Breaking free from doubt, finding courage after 50. Breaking Free from Procrastination, the 50-plus Dreamer's Guide to Real Estate Investing, and more to come. Each part builds on the other, giving you the mindset shifts, practical tools, and action steps you need to create wealth and legacy after 50. Watch the full Breaking Free series on the Real50Plus YouTube channel. Are you ready to rewrite your story? Drop the useless phrases and start speaking the words that create wealth, confidence, and legacy. Comment below. We'd like to know your thoughts. What's one useless money phrase you're leaving behind today? And if you're ready for guidance, accountability, and a step-by-step path forward, join the Real50Plus community today. Because your next chapter doesn't start with luck or timing, it starts with your words.